I think LITIA needs to tell Grant fast that it's going to be an issue for her if he sleeps with other girls in the fantasy suites. This week on LITIA's hometown in Wyoming, we saw her open up to her family member about how she is Mormon, so she has no plans to sleep with Grant in the fantasy suites, and that it may or may not be an issue for her if Grant ends up sleeping with other girls in the fantasy suites. I mean, LITIA, you better hope that your fantasy suite is first, because if your fantasy suite ends up being third, he may or may not be sleeping with Zoe and Juliana, and you didn't even get to tell him that it was going to be an issue for you. And then you're going to end up just like Susie Evans did on Clayton's season. On Clayton's season, Clayton slept with Gabby and then Rachel, and then he told Susie that, and she was so upset that she left, and then he ended up breaking up with Gabby and Rachel, chasing Susie, they got back together, they broke up. It's just going to be a mess if LITIA does not speak up and say how she really feels about the fantasy suite situation. And it didn't seem like she said anything to him during her hometown or during this rose ceremony. So if she doesn't get the first date on fantasy suites, I think it's going to be a mess.